I feel just like home. I feel like I'm in São Paulo, you know? Mumbai and São Paulo is just the same thing. It's a beautiful chaos.
Wow.
Yeah, what happened that Friday night in Cannes, it was very emotional, for me.
Yeah.
I couldn't hold it. I just cried, right? I cried in front of the whole industry.
Wow.
We were running out of friends in the industry.
So look into the camera and say, hi, this is Anselmo.
Hi, this is Anselmo.
No, you have to say, hi, this is Anselmo.
Okay.
You're
Okay,
watching
what
me
else?
on Kreative Talkative.
Kreative Talkative.
Yeah, you're watching me on Kreative Talkative.
Okay. Hi, this is Anselmo from God, and you're watching me at Kreative Talkative.
Yeah.
How was that?
That was really
That was good, right?
Yeah, we're creative and talkative. There's no stopping this. There's no topping this. Time to explain what's in our veins, what's in our minds. Take a peek into these lives. Yeah, we're creative and talkative. There's no stopping this. There's no topping this. Time to explain what's in our veins, what's in our minds.
Hi.
Hey, hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. How's everything?
Good. Nice to see you smiling, because in most of your interviews, and I wanted to ask you this, why are you so serious?
I'm a very serious person.
Are you seriously
I'm so
saying that?
serious. Yeah. I never smile.
But why?
I don't know. I take this very seriously, I love advertising.
I know that you went to a Waldorf Steiner school,
I did.
and your mom is a piano teacher.
Yes, she is.
Still teaches.
Yes,
piano,
she's
which
80.
is remarkable. And your dad used to paint on weekends.
Yes,
as well.
my dad used to be an engineer, mechanical engineer,
Okay.
very smart, and yeah, he would do oil paintings,
Yeah.
like in the weekends.
Yeah.
So very creative, and yeah, it was a very creative environment.
Right.
And then when I was on 6th grade, my mom sent us. I have 3 siblings.
Okay.
They sent the 4 of us to a Rudolf Steiner school.
Correct.
Yeah, it's a Waldorf school. It's a
Yes.
very creative environment.
Yes.
Basically, you have no grades, right? So from the 6th grade up to the 12th grade, I had no grades. On top of like Portuguese and math and science, you have drawing and sculpting, acting, knitting. I'm actually thinking about going back to knitting.
Really?
Yeah,
Be nice.
because you can actually watch a movie and knit at the same time.
So you should change your designation from Chief Cocktail Officer to Chief Knitting Officer.
Yeah, I mean,
And it's CKO. People are just gonna. That's gonna be like a
What is a
conversation
CKO?
starter.
He knits very well.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
So what if he doesn't play golf? He knits. How did you decide that advertising is what you want to do?
I don't know why I've always loved the US, you know? Like, there was a moment, my mom became very radical with the Waldorf, mindset. She got so radical that she removed television from our lives.
Oh,
Yeah. So since I was like a teen, like a kid and teenager, I would draw American flags,
wow.
for no reason. I just loved the country and Hollywood and TV shows and brands. I just loved that.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think advertising was a combination of, my artsy background from a German school and my passion for American TV shows and just Hollywood in general. Also, what happened when my mom removed TV from my life, I had no option. That was before the internet.
Go
I
to
started to read.
books.
Yes, I
Yes.
started to read like
Of course.
crazy,
Of course.
non-stop. I just kept reading.
Reading.
That's why I became a writer, I think.
Wow.
And then when I started to write for TV commercials, for TV, it was kind of a revenge for my mom because she removed the TV. No, she removed TV from my life. Okay, mom, now I'm writing for TV. I saw an ad on the Brazilian trade newspaper
Okay.
of young Rubicon Lisbon looking for a writer.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to apply for that, but Camila, my wife, she said, you should apply, you never know. I'm like, okay. So I applied and I got selected. So when I was 25, I moved to Lisbon.
Okay.
And that was my first experience working abroad in a foreign language.
Yes.
Because Portuguese from Portugal,
Yes,
it's
it's
very
very
different
different,
than Portuguese
right.
from Brazil. So it's almost like, working in a foreign language. But that was a great experience,
Okay.
amazing. And that's when I won my first Lion.
Wow.
I was 25. Yeah.
Wow.
And
At
that's when I
25.
taste the blood. And then it's
there
like
was no going
there's
back.
no way back. Yeah.
As a copywriter, when you are not very familiar with the language, and then you have to write.
I think it's a great exercise for any writer to try to write in a foreign language because it makes you better. You don't know everything about the language. You don't control the language. You don't control the grammar, right?
Yeah.
So what I did in Spain, I was surrounded by, Spanish people at the agency helping me, right? So I would just show around, hey, what do you think about this? Is it like well written? Make me, can you help me to make it better? But I think it forces you to think about an idea that travels, that works anywhere, right? It doesn't rely on puns and play of words. It makes you better as a writer. It makes you more conceptual, more, sharper.
When you went to Ogilvy, how from number 47 you brought it to number
Yeah.
1.
Wow,
That
you
must-
know the number.
That must have been like, felt like, I can't even imagine what it must have felt like.
It was 5 years, from number 47 to number 1. Yeah, it was tough. It wasn't easy.
Of course it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like David Ogilvy was such a great person that all we had to do was to just remind people of every great thing that he said. And then we worked our asses off. We found the right people that had like a spark in their eyes, that were hungry to prove themselves.
Correct.
And then, we had the right clients. Little by little, we found the right clients. And then it happened. We started David, and it was a very simple idea, a very simple pitch, which is like, hey, let's start an agency after David Ogilvy's first name. It's going to be more personal. It's like when you tell someone, call me by the first name.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. It was great, right? 5 years, I had a lot of fun because I learned how to open an agency on their dime. So it was a great training ground to open an agency.
There's an interesting story of this place, Martinez Table 57.
Yes, that's the table. Yes, the Martinez Table 57. I'm impressed. She knows the number of the table. That's the table where we started God. Yes, it was in Cannes. And it was very fast.
Wow.
We were like, you know what? We should just go and start. I think our name, it's great for so many reasons. The first thing is it comes with a philosophy, right? So the name says it all. The name is also a filter,
Yes.
for bad clients. Because if you are not a good client, if you don't want to do great work, you are not going to call an agency named Gut. So when people ask me, hey, Anselmo, how do I start an agency? I tell them, work your ass off for 30 years non-stop, then start an agency.
Yeah.
Because it's all about reputation and relationships. But we had a lot of conviction, right? We are God, we are a brave agency for brave clients, we're gonna do gutsy work. So we knew that it would work somehow, right? But I could never imagine everything that happened this year, and it was insane.
Yeah. This
right?
has been like a historical, magical year for you.
Historical, unprecedented.
Yeah.
It's going to be very hard. We won Agency of the Year in Cannes, Independent Agency of the Year, and Independent Network of the Year. What happened that Friday night in Cannes, it was very emotional, for me. It was my best year ever, in my career. And that Friday night, when I was holding the Independent Network of the Year, trophy,
Yeah.
I couldn't hold it. I just cried, right? I cried in front of the whole industry.
Wow. Okay. Priority wise, I've heard you say that so many times that number one is our people,
Yeah.
number two is work, and clients are last.
Yeah.
It really takes a lot of guts to say that.
Yes, and we say that to our clients.
Yes.
But the best clients understand
Correct.
exactly what we're saying. Because as an agency, and any agency, those are your three options.
Right.
You can prioritize either people or work or clients, right?
Yeah.
When you prioritize work, it's good, it's not bad, but eventually people will suffer. If you prioritize clients, and if you do just what the client wants, eventually that will go against you because the work's not going to be
suffers.
good, and then eventually they're going to blame you.
Yes.
So the right thing to do, in our opinion, is to prioritize people, and it's super hard. It's not easy.
You also say that bravery is an everyday journey, it's a scale.
Yes. At the beginning, when we started GUT, we were very radical. At that point, we'd say, we are a brave agency for brave clients. If you're not brave, we don't want to work, with you.
Correct.
And I think it was a necessary thing at the beginning. And it helped us to grow very fast and to attract brave clients. But then it got to a point, I think after 3 years or 4 years, that we were running out of friends in the industry. And it got to a point that a lot of clients would look at us and say, well, they're not for me. And one assumption was that bravery is binary. You are either brave or you are not brave, right? And no, it's not correct. Bravery is a journey. It's a daily
Yes.
conscious choice.
Yes.
You wake up every day and you choose to be brave because it's not
Correct.
easy, right? And then we created the bravery scale. And the bravery scale is a tool that goes from 0 to 10. 0 is completely dominated by fear. 10 is there is no other way to live.
Yeah.
And 5 is sometimes brave, sometimes fearful.
Right.
And when we talk to clients for the first time, we ask them, where do you think you are on the bravery scale? And we ask two things. First, where do you think you are from a personal perspective as a marketer, in your career? And the second question is, where do you think you are, like when you think about your company, the organization, right? And sometimes the answer is different,
Different. Correct.
right? Usually, we've been doing this like for many, many times. Usually, the personal scale is around 8, and the company is lower. Is like 4.
Correct.
And we are calling that the bravery gap.
You say that dreaming big or small costs the same.
To dream really big, it's the same amount of energy as dreaming small, right? So dream big.
Yeah. That's
You know,
that's so beautiful.
And
It's
what if you
something-
don't get there? Who cares?
Yeah.
It costs the same. Can you take a picture of us talking, like backstage?
So how's your trip been so far?
It's amazing.
Mumbai? What is the one thing that really struck you about Bombay? The first thing when you landed it?
I feel just like home. I feel like I'm in São Paulo. Mumbai and São Paulo is just the same thing. It's a beautiful chaos.
Wow. So
I
you
feel at
tried-
home.
You tried any of the local food here? Not
Yes.
yet. Oh, you did.
A lot. I've been eating a lot.
It's
The
very
city,
different.
it's very similar. The food is different.
It was really lovely. Thank you for spending time.
Thank you
with
so
us.
much. Thank you.
Let us tell you what we wanna say. Not about just getting paid or achieving fame. It's about the everyday blood, sweat and tears, dreams and fears, everything you gotta hear. Listen, from the first steps to the final leap, making headlines in history. How they did it, it's no mystery. Take a seat, honestly. Yeah, we're creative and talkative. There's no stopping this, there's no topping this. Time for honesty with some novelty. Sit down with KT, you just hit the lottery.